Hello Pisces, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your July 2021 reading. Let's find out what are in the energies for Pisces. Now this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, so be sure to check out your full chart in these readings to find out the full energies for the month or what you might be subject to this month. Pisces, I've got a live show live here on YouTube 3 times a week called Psychic Cafe. Would love to see you in there. I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com as well. If you're interested in one of those, you can find information about that in the description box below. You have sharing your wisdom. So you could be moving forward on the career front because I'm feeling like this is connected with career. So maybe you're maybe you're a healer, maybe you're here to help to create change in the world. And whether that's on an individual level, on a big level, I feel like you could be sharing that wisdom or making strides in sharing your wisdom. And it could be about things that you've learned recently as well, Pisces, things that you've been going through recently. You could be like helping people with that, sharing your wisdom this month. But I am hearing that it is like a move forward. You could, if you're not doing that kind of thing and making a living on it at the moment, it could move you toward that direction as well. So, interesting energies. Pisces becoming healers this month, or teachers maybe, something like that. Majesty, so you really are stepping into the limelight, being recognized or recognizing something inside of yourself, some kind of an authority inside of yourself, and owning that energy, and then other people recognizing you or making steps to putting that out there once you're feeling it in yourself, which will later on lead to other people recognizing that in you as well. So of course it depends where you are on that journey as well, Pisces. So if you're well on that journey, already doing that stuff, this could be a month of recognition for you in that area as well. So I do feel like it's like you moving forward on the work front, especially for you Pisces that are healers, teachers, that kind of thing, sharing your wisdom or wanting to get into that line of field. So it is a good month for you. I like it. Let's get some tarot cards out, find out more for Pisces. What's going on for Pisces this month? July 2021 for Pisces. Tell us more. Some stability there, the Queen of Pentacles. Financial stability. Yeah, I was getting that. I was getting that it's heading you toward actually, I mean, you could already be doing this stuff that you want to do, but not be benefiting from it financially or not in a great way. So you could be doing something as a hobby or a side hustle, that kind of thing, or just doing it for free. I think Pisces this month, you're going to be taking great strides towards either getting paid for it, if you're not being paid for it at all, or getting paid for it in a much bigger way if you haven't been kind of hitting the big time. So I expect to see much bigger things coming from Pisces in their work, especially teachers, healers. But maybe being more outspoken about it all as well. Standing up as who you are. Let's get more for you, Pisces. But it's going to lead to that stability for you, financial stabilities. And that's going to come from you feeling more stable in yourself, more accepting of yourself, more loving of yourself as you are, knowing that you've got some value to give to the world there. Because, you know, that's how abundance, that's how we get financial gain and that financial stability from our gifts, is we find a way. First of all, we heal ourselves enough so that we've got the confidence to do it, but then we find a way to share our gifts with a growing amount of people, with a large number of people. If we're sharing our gifts with our tribe, big tribes, that's when we get a lot more back, of course. You've got a death and rebirth going on this month as well. You've got the Knight of Swords here, running towards something. Yeah, I've got a warning signal about this as well. You could be running headlong into some danger areas there, into some lessons. So I'm going to go into that. Nine of Swords. Lessons. I mean, anxiety, drama, lessons, tough times. Let's just see. I think this can be averted, and let's hopefully do that in this reading. Let you be aware of that, Pisces, of running headlong into some problems here so that you don't do that. Okay, so why have we got the Queen of Pentacles here for Pisces? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Getting into a more stable financial position is what I'm getting from this. Stability. Coming from inner stability, like I said before. There's too many there. Why the Queen of Pentacles? There we go. The Priestess. So it is. It's you sharing your gifts as a teacher, as a healer, as an intuitive, and it doesn't even need to be that. I mean, we can use our intuitive gifts in everything, right? And so think of Thomas Edison, invented the light bulb. He was an intuitive. Anyone that's invented something, that's come up with some kind of a new way, generally comes through, those ideas come through sleep. That's when we're tapped into our intuition. Some of us have developed it so that we can do it in our waking time as well, because we get into a meditative state which is similar to the brain state that we get into in that REM sleep, that deep level which connects us with the field of potential, where we get those answers. And so you might have done that too, or you might just be in any kind of field, in any kind of work field, connecting in with that. I'm not saying that you're inventing things, but whatever it is that you're doing, if you can tap into that field of potential, use your intuition with it, yeah, you're going to create amazing things because you're going to be tuned in. So that's really good. So it's not just for you healers, teachers, and all of that, sharing your wisdom. It could be you using your intuitive gifts to make strides forward in anything that you do. So a month where you're really tapped in, much more than usual. Joy, and it's bringing you joy, and you've got omens as well. So signs and synchronicities, omens leading you there. Joy, bringing you a lot more joy. Of course it will bring you a lot more joy if you're doing what you're here to do, and like being creative and tapping into that intuition. Things will be working for you. Especially it's going to bring joy if it's bringing you more money as well, because of course money doesn't bring happiness, but it brings a lot of happiness, let me tell you. It gets rid of the stress of not being able to afford things and pay bills. So once you've got rid of all of the stress, you can live a much better life with money. Let's not fool ourselves here. You can do a lot more things, a lot more interesting things, and you have a much better life. So, death and rebirth. What's this about for Pisces? A big ending so that you can have a new beginning. Ten of Voices. Yeah, a big ending. Painful, of the pain. A big ending of the pain that you've been through before. Two of Voices. A little bit of fear involved in this as well, because then you're stepping into the unknown. The rebirth is always stepping into the unknown after an ending. So even though the stuff that you'll be letting go of this month has been painful for you, it's still the known, it's still the familiar for you. So stepping into the unknown will be a little bit fearful choices there for that rebirth. But do go for it anyway. Even, push past that fear, Pisces, or the fear of the unknown. Do it anyway. Trust the universe on this, especially if you're getting the omens, and especially if you're feeling joy. I mean, there's no better sign than that. If something's making you happier, that's your guidance system saying absolutely keep on doing that. Psychic development. There it is again, like the Priestess. It's you're developing that connection with your higher self in a much bigger way, and it's moving you forward, especially on the work front. So if you were coming here thinking that you've got a romance happening this month, work stuff first. The romance might come next month. Let's see. Knight of Swords. What's this about? Now, running headlong into problems, yeah. Just be careful, right? And so just be careful in this, because sometimes when we're just starting out and using our intuition, teaching, helping people, that kind of thing, we can do it in a way that doesn't help us and it doesn't help others. So there are some traps. We've got to be careful. You don't rush things, because there's always the negative expression of everything. And what we need to do is find some balance within ourselves, right? And if you're rushing toward anything, why do we rush anything? Well, it's because we don't trust it, right? We think it's going to run away from us. We think we need to grab something fast. So there's always a warning sign. There's always some fear in play when we rush towards something. Now, rushing toward putting yourself out there in a big way, I'm not saying like be careful, like big warning sirens, don't do anything, you want to be putting yourself out there in a big way, I know, but don't run before you can walk. Just take your time with it. You don't need to take any giant leaps here, Pisces. You're not going to get instant success, like Nobody does that. You just need to take that next step forward. So don't be expecting too much of yourself, because you're going to get into trouble if you do that, running headlong into problems. Yeah. So do it with self-love, self-compassion, all of that. Don't expect too much of yourself. Just keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on doing this a little bit more, putting yourself out there a little bit more. Because if you expect like instant success, you're going to be disappointed, because that never happens to anyone. It's not ever happened to anybody on the face of the planet. It's never happened. So don't expect that of yourself. If you try and push for that, you're going to be disappointed, because it's not going to happen. And then you're going to start beating yourself up for it, Pisces. You know what you're like. You're going to tell yourself a story about it and beat yourself up. So don't do that. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Otherwise, you're going to run into problems in yourself, and you'll end up running backwards. So don't do that. Take it slowly. Get excited about it, yes, because it is. This is exciting energy. But just don't let those fears, of that way forward, of the unknown, cause you to rush and try and chase it down. Ancient wisdom. Tap into your ancient wisdom. You've had these lessons before, Pisces. You know how you sabotage yourself usually. Don't do that this time. Be aware of that. Slow things down. You don't need to rush anything. So the Nine of Swords, you've got a bit of a nightmare here, a bit of anxiety. What's that about? What's this about for Pisces? Holding back. Okay, so what I just said then, you're going to have some anxiety about holding back, holding that energy back, so you're going to want to run headlong into it. You're going to be worried that if you don't do that, you might miss out. Yeah, that's the nightmare you're going to go through. It's going to be really hard for you to slow yourself down, to stop the impending usual sabotage that you do, Pisces. But be super aware of that this month. Don't head into the same issues as you have before. So that's your only nightmare. That's pretty good. Just slowing yourself down, and just, how you trip yourself up. You've lived here long enough on this planet. You know yourself well enough, Pisces. You know how your usual sabotage go. So yeah, be very aware of that this time, and try not to do it this time. Pull yourself back, hold that energy back. You're not going to sabotage yourself by doing that. Don't tell yourself that story. I'll sabotage myself if I don't run headlong into this. No, slow and steady wins the race every single time. So remind yourself of that all month, Pisces. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't jeopardize yourself, because you're going to have the opposite effect. Rush headlong into trouble. Hold back. Slow and steady wins the race. It'll be better for you. I'm not saying hold back completely, you know that, right? I'm talking about the balance there. So have discernment. Yeah, have discernment. Make some better choices for yourself. So you're learning this month, Pisces. You're mastering yourself. Let's put it that way. You've got the opportunity to master yourself anyway. I mean, you don't have to do any of this stuff. You can carry on as you were and get what you got. Keep on doing what you did, get what you got. Or you can do things differently, because there's a chance here. It's the opportunity to step up, especially in your work and putting yourself out there and all that stuff. For financial gain. What could be better than that? New love could be better than that. Engagement, wow. So you could be stepping things up. If you're single, Pisces, you could be attracting a new love into your life. Now that love could be coming from you. Sure, it could be a new self-love, but in your love life, could be a new person coming into your life there, new love, engagement. Or if you are already in a relationship, taking that relationship to the next stage. Moving in, it doesn't have to be engagement or marriage. It can just be, a new level of commitment, going steady. It could be moving in with each other. It could be getting engaged, that new level of commitment now. Tell us more for Pisces. What else for Pisces this month? The answers you need are coming. So you've got a lot of omens going on. You've got a lot of signs and synchronicities happening, especially in your work, also in your love life as well. According to this, the answers you need are coming. Now, it could be that your love life has kind of been waiting for you to step into that role. You've got patience here as well. Sorry, Pisces. You're going to have to be patient. Love life stuff might not necessarily happen this month, but you're laying this firm foundations within yourself, mastering yourself. So have patience with the um, with the love life stuff. For some of you Pisces, you are attracting somebody new, and someone's going to new love is going to be coming in. For some of you, it's just going to be the self-love thing while you have these firm foundations in yourself. And for some of you, you'll be taking an existing relationship to the next level. That's pretty much covered everyone. That's not that helpful. Thank you, guys. Paradise, nice. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So I guess it just depends on what stage you are at, Pisces. You are going to be happier either by yourself because you're achieving something for yourself, taking things to the next level within yourself, or you're already doing that, and so this new relationship can come in. You're going to be enjoying that. There's a whole lot of joy, happiness, expansion, and joy going on for you, Pisces, this month. Very positive. I like it. Hope you do too. Let's find out more. What more for Pisces? What else for Pisces in July 2021? A time machine. Serendipity. Synchronicities. Deja vu. A time machine. There could be spooky stuff going on for you, Pisces. Like the veil's thin. Like, I've done this before, or I've met you before. Are you sure we don't already know each other? A lot of spookiness going on this month for you, almost as if you're in a time machine. Maybe you are. Who knows? You might have been invented that. You might have invented that already, Pisces. You might come back from the future. Courage. So you're going to need courage. Tap into this. Tap into the courageous Pisces and step into the unknown. Yes, you are going to have to extend yourself this month because you're being invited into a new stage. Leave the old painful things behind. Don't stay stuck in that rut. Make some new choices for yourself and have the courage to step into that unknown for sure. For sure. What else? Tell us more about Pisces this month. We'll finish on this. You have the Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So it's not going to be a short-term thing. Like I said, it's not going to be instant win. This is not going to be like sudden success, anything like that. You need to be in it for the long term. But you're definitely going to feel a shift forward, momentum gaining this month. Be in it for the long term. Dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So you are building the foundations for a solid financial gain now. Now, some of that gain will... What tends to happen is when you start something that is going to lead you to those solid foundations, like gaining momentum, finances accruing over time, the stuff that's going to bring you that abundance in the long term. You tend to get a hit of abundance up front to show you that you're in the right direction. Then it tends to slow down, and then you build toward it as you keep on putting that effort in. And that's what I'm getting. So it could just be the start of it this month. If it does dip down, if you get that sudden surge at the start and then it dips down, don't be disappointed by the dip. That always happens. Yeah, but be in it for the long term. Whatever it is that you're starting, be in it for the long term and just keep on progressing. Take it slowly. Don't dash into it too fast, remember. You've got scissors here, disappointment in some affairs. So there's one tree that you were barking up before that is, you need to stop barking up that tree because it's never going to happen. I'm hearing that you've got constant feedback from it saying it's not working for you. It's not working. Stop doing that, Pisces. It's not working for you. It's not working for you. Let it go. That death and rebirth, it might have something to do with that as well. So you might be disappointed in that, but why be disappointed? I mean, just, you got the July card. Yes, it's July, we know. Yeah. So why be disappointed in it? I mean, it's like saying, well, every time I turn on the tap in the kitchen, water comes out of it. It's very disappointing that it's not wine. Well, I could be disappointed by that, but what a waste of emotion, because it's never going to be wine that comes out of that. It's always going to be red hot water because the pipes lay outside in the sunshine. Now you've got a woman here, dealings or relationship with a woman, Pisces, and the eagle. These come out together. So triumph over troubles and obstacles. So there is a woman that can help you. I feel like you've got an ally here, or someone that's going to give you a step up, or someone that's going to give you some information. So be on the lookout for this woman that could help you overcome obstacles. But also, I'm getting more It's not so much about overcoming obstacles, it's more about moving forward. So there could be a woman that says something to you that gives you a bright idea that gets you moving forward. So there you go, Pisces. That's July. It sounds very good to me. Does it sound good to you? Don't forget to click that like button and click that subscription button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Have the best July ever, and I'll see you tomorrow in the daily energy update on my channel. Bye.